Okay, so there it is. It's a live footage of Chainlink breaking through all-time highs, kind of like exactly as we predicted. If you watched our show yesterday, we told you Chainlink was about to break out. But we are deploying a new strategy now. Our strategy says we need to make more Bitcoin in May. And yesterday we said that if you want to make more Bitcoin in May, what you got to do is you got to get out of Ethereum and into bigger plays like Chainlink. So what's next? That's what we're going to be talking about today on the show. So, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. My friend's telling me I'm on the Wi-Fi again. Great. I've got to stop doing this. There we go. So, welcome back, guys. I'm Crypto Man, and I come to you at 10 a.m. every single day, 10 a.m. EST, and we come to you early at 6 a.m. for Sheldon shows with the Sniper. And we combine technicals and fundamentals to tell you not only which tokens you should be buying, but we also tell you when you should be buying them. Because what I realized on my journey was that even though fundamentally I understood the tokens very, very well, the one part that I didn't understand was where to buy. So what I used to do is I just used to buy. Whenever I saw a token that was fundamentally good, I just used to buy. Because that is what I was taught when I was taught how to invest. But what I've realized is that when you combine technicals and fundamentals and you start understanding the market emotion, that is when the real magic happens. And that is the magic that has brought this channel to be one of the biggest channels in the crypto universe. I mean, we are definitely the fastest growing. We also have the most loyal community in the world. In fact, let's have a look at what this community is doing. Let's have a look. Okay, so you know that yesterday we were on 213,000 subscribers. Let's see where we are today. We have 219,450 subscribers. And they're climbing as you guys smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. So why should you smash the like? Why should you smash the subscribe? Because this is the channel that is giving you the Banter bags. Yeah, we are the only channel in the world that is giving away the Banter bags. What is the Banter bags? Well, we took $10,000. We invested them in pre-market allocations. And we said that when we get to 250,000 subscribers, we will give the Banter bags to 10 lucky members of our community, which we select at random whenever we like, from wherever we like. We select them from our Twitter, we select them from our Telegram, we select them at random. We just decide, and what we say is final. So if you want to watch our channel, those are the conditions under which we're giving away the Banter bags. So subscribe, like, hit the bell button, share this content, do whatever you like. Just be a working part of this community because we're in this together and we want to give you guys the Banter bags. Freddie, how are those Banter bags actually looking? I haven't looked at them today. How are the puppies doing, bro? Okay, well, do you want to put up a table? Oh, is that up? I can't see it. Okay, there we go. There's our amazing table. Now remember, we still got Donkey Finance to come out. We've got Unreal Finance. We've got DeFi. DeFi is the first launch on Ocam.fi, and we got TradeStars. TradeStars came out last night. Ooh, we should go and have a look at what TradeStars is doing. Because that's updating into the Banter bags. In fact, let me actually call up TradeStars for you guys so that you can see the Banter bags. Okay, so TradeStars currently trading at 26 cents. I'll check today how much we paid for TradeStars. Wow, it actually went to as high as 120. That was the bots. That was the bots. Alrighty, so guys, yesterday on our show, we said, oh, remember, big announcement. Hold everything, stop everything. Today is 05/05/2021. You know what that means? You know what that means? It means that Gary V is coming on our show today. Today at 10 a.m. EST, Gary V will be joining Crypto Banter Live to break the news of his new NFT collection. So if you are not a subscriber to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe because which other channel gets Gary V? Which other 5-month-old channel gets Gary V to launch his new NFT right here live on our show? Who does that? Cool. So yesterday we spoke about Chainlink. Let's see what the man himself, the Sniper, wants to talk about today. Sniper, how are you?
What's up, buddy? I'm good. I'm very happy today.
Sure, you're very happy. I mean, that's one happy green dildo, my friend.
Yeah, and I think what makes me really happy is that we're starting to find a bit of foundation on where we are in the market, which is lovely. So it's nice that now we can now bring that onto everyone else and we can sort of ride this market in a sort of structure because we've experienced we've seen the last bull run and all of that. The problem is this bull run is going to be very different. It may rhyme at points and do similar things, but there's a lot more money. It's a lot more technical. It's a lot more bigger. It's just things are going to react differently. And it starts to make sense that not every coin and every category can pump at once. And we just have this massive rain of everything just moving, because it will drop Bitcoin it will basically suck Bitcoin dry. So I'm glad that we're starting to find the good rhythm on the different stages that we are in right now in the market. And now it's starting to all make sense, which is lovely for us. And what I actually want to say to that is, the last bull run we had everything go berserk, which means you could make a lot of money. But the problem was everything went the same time. And when everything went the same time, you only had a selected amount of bags, selected amount of coins. And if you ever wanted to shift into another coin, that coin is already gone. It's already done. Everything has just gone together. Where the difference in this bull run is everything is popping at different times, which means we can ride the one, we can then sell off, shift into the next one. We can continue moving this upwards trend with our money and keep moving it to the correct portions at specific times, where previously everything just went berserk. So I actually believe we can make a hell of a lot of more money in this market than what we could have in 2017, just because of that, because everything, there's a lot more money this time. So I think we're catching good rhythm, Rand, and it's very exciting.
It's amazing. We are catching good rhythm. We're also catching amazing rhythm on our school. So Sheldon and I had a long meeting yesterday around the Sniper School. Sniper School is actually going to start becoming a reality very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. And what we're going to do with Sniper School is we're going to have 100 people who are going to get into the live school. In other words, be taught by Sniper, Rudo, myself, live. And the rest will be in the pre-recorded school. So you'll be able to access it via the app. And ultimately, if we get this right, and I think we will get this right, everybody will get it for free. So everybody in the community will get this for free. We don't want to charge you guys at all. It's going to be free trading school. Well, it's not exactly trading school. So the way the school is going to be broken up is we're going to have an introduction to investing in blockchain and crypto, which is going to cover the basics. Then we are going to break down the next module into the fundamentals of crypto and the technicals of crypto. And you can choose to do one or both. And the third one that we're going to have is crypto for institutions. And that is how institutions are going to be accepting crypto, where to store it, the tax implications, et cetera, et cetera. So we are making great progress, and we hope to break this to you guys and to actually take our first intake in about a month. We'll take the first 100 people. Everybody will be free, but the first 100 people will actually attend the live broadcast with me and Sheldon every single day. So Fred's looking at me and he's going, okay. There are a few other things that I want to talk to guys about. Guys, watch out for scams. So, number one, we will never, ever ask you for money. There are no paid crypto banter groups. There are no paid signals groups. There are none of that. So if you see that, that's not us, and don't fall for that. If you are asked for money to get into the crypto school, that's not us, because the crypto school is free. So don't give people money. There are a lot of scammers, a lot of scammers in the comments. So make sure, guys, please make sure that you guys don't fall for these scams. And there are a lot of them. In fact, Sheldon, I think what we'll start doing is actually start showing the scams. Fred, let's start showing the scams. Let's get screenshots and whatever else. Yeah. And then one last point that I want to mention. So Sheldon and I are not for sale. No one at Crypto Banter is for sale. So please stop reaching out for us with emails that ask for us to create videos or to pump your token on our shows. We do not accept money. We do not accept tokens. We do not accept anything for any token ever being featured on our show, ever. Don't waste your time writing us the mails. We're getting 150 mails a day from tokens to be featured on the show. Next thing, we don't allow tokens to be advertised on Crypto Banter, no matter who you are. No matter, you cannot buy, if you have a token, you cannot buy advertising on Crypto Banter, because we don't want to be swayed towards any token. And the last thing is, we don't accept any allocations for any pre-market project in return for being featured on the show. We can choose to invest in your project if your project is good. That doesn't mean we're going to feature on the show. And there are a lot of projects that we feature on the show that do not, that we're not investors in. That is how it is. So please stop sending us these mails. We're getting 1,000 mails a day from people who want to pay us or offer us allocations as long as they are featured on the show. No. Today I turned down In fact, today one project refunded me my allocation because I wasn't prepared to have them on the show. And that's not the first time that it's going to happen. If you want us to invest, we'll invest on the merits of your project. If you want to be featured on the show, then you guys better fucking deliver. And if you deliver and we think you're doing amazing things, we will consider having you on the show. But we will never, ever, 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 ever accept allocations, money, tokens from anyone, ever. And if you hear of us doing it, I want to know about it. Because I can tell you that the way we run this place, no one is going to buy crypto Banter. It's the end of the story. We don't accept that. We're going to be in the bull market and the bear market, and we're going to keep our credibility. Not even Chainlink has paid us to feature them on the show.
Now, awesome, man. I think also just to add to that score, guys, be excited. You know, you're going to get Rand's brilliant knowledge in the fundamentals, and in the technicals, I'm going to be teaching you how I trade exactly with all my TA, with all my strategies, with all that, and simple. Keep it simple. Don't over confuse. So be excited. We are working on that strong. So I think let's jump into it. And there's still the importance of understanding where we are in the market. So quick recap: Bitcoin rallied, Ethereum rallied. What's next? Major alts. Dominance is dropping. What does that mean? It means money is getting diversified from Bitcoin into the altcoins. So it doesn't mean that you're going to make lots of dollars. That should be the last thing.
Let's look at dominance, and then also let's look at the number of likes.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Go dominance.
I mean,
it's beautiful.
Like it says, it's dropping at like 1%. Guys, 6,800 likes from 11,000 people when I've just told you we're going to be the cleanest, we are the cleanest channel in the world. Yes, Fred's sitting here is going, it's dropping at 1% today. I mean, Fred, you know, you and Carl have something in common. You know why you and Carl have something in common? Because the market does
exactly as I have been predicting.
It's exactly what Fred said. It's going to go down by 1% per day. Now, let Uncle Run make, and before you tell us what's going to happen here, let Uncle Run make a prediction here. Dominance is going to bounce back, but dominance is going back to 48%. It might not happen today or tomorrow. Dominance is going back to 48%, and then it's going to do a further retrace down. Now, Sheldon, you can draw your fancy lines, and you can tell us what the chart says.
So we have a look there, and so I agree with you. The only thing I disagree is it's first going to go down to 44 or to 43 first, and then up to 48. That's sort of my understanding right now. The acceleration has just kicked in. We are dropping quick and we are dropping fast. And the thing is, hype is starting to come in. Now, institutions don't want this hype to just end quickly, because they want to make money. You know, right now, as Ethereum has been pumping, and why do you think it's starting to calm down? I think institutions are starting to sell little portions of that green. So that if there's any dip in the market, guess where they're buying it? So what's sort of making sense is Chainlink just launched, just shot off now. These coins are only just starting, and we're going to go through the rest now. I see this intercom here. They just have taken off. So why ruin that now? They want to make money out of this market. So they want that little bit of extended push, like we saw Ethereum. So what did Ethereum do in the last two? You can see that strong, just get that back, there we go. That strong acceleration push up over there. Now we are starting with Link, but we are not yet fully on what Chainlink has done. Now, just to explain that now, is dominance, they're going to keep this momentum going for a bit. And the only time that we can see where next strong bounce comes with dominance is around the 40 to the 43 level. Now, there's a few things I want to count on today, and you can see I do have a drawing over there. Now, we don't know yet. You know, we keep saying that there might be a second wave at the end of the year. Now, we are getting to the very crucial stage in this market now. We can see that the money is being diversified, and we know the sort of sequence that Bitcoin, Ethereum, major alts. The only thing is, this is the next support zones we show us between 43 and 40%. Now, that's a definite bounce area, right? So I see us coming down, and then I see that 48 you're talking about, right? Definitely in that zone. Now, if we don't break out resistance, what happens if we do this? And we completely drop these two lows. We don't even understand where we can be sitting. So right now, we are prepping for both. that if we do break, what is lovely about a break of a resistance trend or any of these trends is if we do break this daily trend that we've been forming down, let's say we go down and we break it, we always have a test, and that test will be our sign, get back into Bitcoin. So we got a plan A and a plan B. But to excite you guys is what happens if we do that and we drop that low that we made in 2017? What's your thoughts on that, Ran? If we drop that,
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. It's just I don't think it's going to happen now. I think the market. This is exactly what we predicted. This is going to go down. The resistance is going to go up. I'm expecting a little hiccup in the market. In fact, I was kind of expecting it last night when Janet Yellen spoke, and Janet Yellen for the first time actually said that they actually are expecting inflation. So she said, look, we may actually increase rates because of inflation. So for the first time, somebody from the US is actually talking about inflation. So I thought that would spook the markets. The markets weren't spooked. Sheldon, I've seen this a million times before. When the markets run like this, something is going to spook the markets a little bit and bring them back towards the line. Go to the Ethereum versus USD chart. I want to show you what I mean. Okay.
What do you want? Previous data or data now?
This is it. So look at this. You cannot tell me that this is going to continue a parabolic run. Something has to bring it back towards the trend support line. I don't know what it is. It's going to be something unexpected, but I'm expecting a little dip in the next 7 days. I'm expecting another dip, guys. I don't want to be the preacher of death. I am expecting another dip. Later on the show today, you're going to see that my cashometer, Fred, get that cashometer, get it updated and stuff like that. Because later on, you'll see I'm starting to accumulate cash. Why? Because I know what's going to happen. There's going to be a little bit of a pullback. What do I think? I think very soon you're going to have a Bitcoin buying opportunity that you may never ever see again. You know why? Because Ethereum has stolen the liquidity from Bitcoin. And when we have a slight correction, I think Bitcoin may actually go slightly under the 50,000. And for me, anytime Bitcoin goes under 50,000, I go all in. I ape in. I throw everything at it. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. So we've got to be cautious in this environment. We can see what's going on with the market, but we also can see the trend line. And we know that things always come back to test the trend line, right, Sheldon?
Yeah. And the thing is, that's a natural test. For Ethereum to come down, like we said, 3,000, anywhere in that region is a natural test. We break that, then obviously we have the correction that can bring us to 2.5, 2.6, anywhere in that region. So I'm tracking this and I'll let everyone know. But what I've been saying now recently is, I get you saying that Ethereum is going to have a pullback. The first thing that I wanted to see that it calms down. So you can see previously we've been accelerating. This calming down is already showing that we're starting to lose a little bit of steam. Now, the difference is there's still a good portion amount of dominance to get. There's no support right now in dominance. There's imbalance sitting down at the zone. So dominance has still got to come down another at least 4 to 5%. Now, I don't see that going to Ethereum anymore. I see that going into these major alts. Now, if I have a look at all of these charts and where we're sitting, all of them are showing me now that DOT, Chainlink, Cardano, all of them need to have a run to overpower. That's going to overpower Ethereum. And that's comparing them together. So how I like to trade is sort of to print a picture on how things, it needs to make sense for me to understand it. It can't just, how does the money just disappear there? How does it just happen? So obviously if there's a news event or something that we've seen previously, that obviously affects the markets. But what I do know is if we do have a pullback from Ethereum and it comes down to 3,000, anyway, that I know that the alts, your Chainlink, your DOT and them are going to bounce back so much faster than what Ethereum is going to be, because that's exactly what we're seeing, that we've had months of Ethereum overpower these coins. And now for the first time, we are getting solid bounces on support for those coins to say, you know what, it's time for Chainlink, it's time for DOT to have a run for the next 2-3 months. Now, are we referring back to dollars? I don't care about dollars. What I'm referring back to is now is Ethereum had the chance. If you held Ethereum for the last 3 months, you wouldn't actually realize on how much Chainlink and DOT you've actually made, because it's been overpowering it. So from when you started 3 months ago, you could have had 100 Link. And where you're sitting now, you can actually go and take that same Ethereum that you have and you can go buy 300 Link or 200 Link. Now, so you've actually accumulated these coins. Now we're starting to see that these coins, it's their turn now to have the ride. So it doesn't matter if we have these smaller pullbacks in the market. Why are we always focused on this USDT? The opportunities that we have to make Ethereum now and Bitcoin are very high. So that's where our main focus should be in that zone. And yes, we will be keeping Bitcoin track, and I'll be keeping the other coins on track to say, okay, guys, now it's time for the USDT. But that's only when a bear market hits and we need to worry about dollars. For now, we need to understand where we are. So the painted picture is starting to,
Remember, the month of May is about accumulating Bitcoin. And you know why we say the month of May is about accumulating Bitcoin? We didn't say the month of May is about accumulating Ethereum. Because right now, Bitcoin is the cheapest of the currencies. Bitcoin has lost traction against Ethereum. Bitcoin has lost traction against Chainlink. Bitcoin has lost traction against Litecoin. This is when Bitcoin becomes super, 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 super cheap. That's why we are accumulating Bitcoin. When something becomes cheap, we buy it. Sheldon, show us the BTC versus Ethereum. Look.
There we go. What happened. So, yeah. So to be clever with this now, Rand, is yes, it's the month of Bitcoin. Of course it is. But the way we're going to train you guys to understand that Ethereum still has a while to go. There is going to be a pullback to the Ethereum and Bitcoin, the BTC. But bigger picture, this can be a weekly pullback. But bigger picture, for the next month, Ethereum's still going to outperform Bitcoin. Because why? We've previously smashed. This was the only main resistance that was going to make us turn at this point. After this resistance, the next point we have is the full cup, okay? Which takes us about 25% more. So what we are going to start doing is we know that Ethereum still has the power to overcome or overpower Bitcoin for this month of May, if I could say. For the next 2-3 weeks, we know. But now we're starting to realize that some of these altcoins are going to outperform Ethereum. So yes, in the mind, this is all for Bitcoin. By the end of this month, we're banking a shit ton of Bitcoin. Yes, that's the great thing. But to understand that now we're starting to compare to Ethereum, which we know is beating Bitcoin, and knowing that we can start charting these coins to Ethereum and find the ones that are going to outperform Ethereum, you're actually doing a double whammy. You're actually putting yourself ahead, and naturally you're going to build a shit ton more Bitcoin by not actually having to focus so much on Bitcoin.
At the end of the day, the winner is the person that holds the most Bitcoin or the most Ethereum or both. That's the winner. That's the winner. So we don't care about anything else. We care about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest are just a means for us to be able to gain more Bitcoin and more Ethereum and maybe some more Cardano, Polkadot, and Chainlink. But that's it. Nothing else matters. Even your favorite altcoin, even your favorite NFT play, nothing else matters. Fred, nothing else matters. Fred goes except for TRIAS. Okay. on that point, Sheldon.
Yeah. Was I said TRIAS? Yeah.
So this is Fred has now got Sheldon onto this bloody TRIAS thing. Sheldon comes into the office earlier today. Says TRIAS is going to hit. He tells Fred of all people, TRIAS is going to hit $18. You guys are insane. You guys can't even tell me what this thing does. But everyone's now telling me that TRIAS isn't. What did you say earlier? It's accumulating. Fred, you got Sheldon onto this bandwagon.
I thought I'd be a nice guy, just chart it and have a look what's going on. But I actually came in and I look. It was quite surprising to see, the chart is actually good. Obviously, last week we were buying a little bit high or buying the green, so we weren't listening. Or buying the red.
This rubbing his hands.
Yeah, but I give it to him. I think he's on. Yeah, he's on something. It's a small market cap. It's a smaller portion of your money to make some good amounts. It can turn into a little bit of a monster, but end of the day, small money can become big money. So keep it to that. But chart-wise, it's looking beautiful. We had the perfect RS flip. So this was all previous highs, previous resistance. We broke it and we've come and tested down. So where we're sitting now, little hover in the zone, but to take it and to understand that this is the next levels. This is always a tool that Lee has taught me brilliantly that works very much. We got levels that can take us to $13. We've got levels that can take us to $20. So I think, Ran, I will bet you in 3 months' time, I will bet you, how much? What is it? 300 TRIAS or 400 TRIAS that we can get between $14 and $18 in the next 3 months. Just as a thing. Sorry. Up to you if you want to take it or not.
Excuse me. Are you taking me a bet that in 3 months, TRIAS hits $15?
Between $14 and $18, yes. We got a deal.
It's hard for me to bet. I don't know what TRIAS does. I genuinely don't know what TRIAS does.
Neither do I. But this is TA. Let's see TA. Let's test TA.
Hey, I'll bet you. What are we betting, Sheldon?
300-400 TRIAS. What is that?
300 trias. Well, by that time, it's going to be $4,500. I don't have $4,500.
So they make it 100 trias.
Wow. Okay, I'll bet you 100
Let's
trias.
do it.
I know I'm going to
Deal, guys.
I know I should never
Virtual
question
handshake.
I know I should never question the sniper. I'm going to get killed here. Okay, but I'm doing it. Just to prove to you guys that you can't buy a token that you don't know what the token does. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying I don't know. And I
get you.
$80. Fred says, just hold, bro. Just hold. I mean, I bought the high. I've got to be honest. I bought this because Fred in my ear all day long. Wah. It's support. Okay,
don't worry, Fred. We'll split the profits. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So guys, what's happening? Chainlink, boom. Chainlink blowing, looking good. Now, Chainlink to USDT, who cares? Let's go see the real currencies.
Don't buy Chainlink now, guys. I'm getting messages. Should we ape in on Chainlink? No, do not buy Chainlink now. It's out of the buzzer.
We'll get the pullback. So when it's pullback time again, we'll get in again. Remember, Chainlink will go $55 back to 48. Then we'll go to 60, back to 50. So we're going to get the pullbacks. We'll buy the dips. Don't buy the green. It's already rallied 20%. So we'll get in. But I got more ones for you guys. So don't worry about that. So just to excite you guys now, to understand Chainlink, for the guys that got the entries yesterday, you don't understand what you've just bought and where you've just bought this coin. So having a look at a real currency and track it against a real currency, we can see that, yes, Chainlink has done all of this in the last few months. But that was to a shit currency. Now, what has it done to a real currency? It's done this. Now, we have just hit this double bottom, slightly angled double bottom, which is good. So we're looking at this main thing. Now, what happens with this is from these points, we usually just go and test previous highs. That's your resistance points. Now, to show you guys for this month and what I see from Chainlink, he's taking it from there just to that point, shows me to 64% better performance than Ethereum, which is mind-blowing, okay? Because Ethereum's going to outperform Bitcoin. So not to confuse yourself, just trust me and understand that we are accumulating a currency that's going to accumulate your Bitcoin. So when it's time to change back, but that just shows you that this is where we're catching Ethereum right now. It's slowing down. Look at the zone, the sideways.
Told people to buy Chainlink for so long. I really hope the community listened. I really hope that when no one was looking at Chainlink, we said Chainlink, DeFi. I'm just looking at the first time that we made that Chainlink call was at $30, $28. Now it's $45. Guys, I can't say anything.
And it hasn't even started, Rand, because guess what? When we bought that at $29, this was this to Ethereum. Do you know what's about to happen and what we're going to see? When this Chainlink starts to break up to this, I don't think anyone's even ready for what's about to happen with Chainlink, because now we're going to have the backing of Bitcoin. How do we know that? We jump to the Bitcoin chart. What happened now? We have just smashed through all of the zones. And where's our next target? This zone over here.
The fundamentals and the technicals align. And when the fundamentals and the technicals align, it's beautiful. And I mean, this is really now, you're talking about the fundamentals and the technicals aligning on a marry me coin. You know, like this is the A grade. This is like the business. It doesn't get better than this.
Exactly. And look how it's all making sense. So Ethereum showing that we're going to have a bounce. Can I
just stop you? Okay.
Go for it.
There's over $100 billion in DeFi, and it's growing every single day. You want to know how fast DeFi is growing? DeFi is growing, let me show you, this fast. That's how fast DeFi is growing. This is NFTs, but NFTs arguably are a certain part of DeFi. This is how fast it's growing in 2 weeks. Every single DeFi contract needs a feed for the smart contract to work. They need to use an oracle. An oracle is the piece of technology that provides them the feed, which means that if you think that DeFi is going to explode, then you have to have oracles. If you're going to have oracles, you need to buy things like Chainlink, things like Band Protocol. Fundamentals and technicals align. That is what we're buying. And now, not only are these fundamentals and technicals aligning against the shitcoin US dollar, the shitcoin, crap coin, piece of shit, scam coin, but they're also aligning against the real currency. That's why it becomes so amazing. Okay, now, Sheldon, one of my mates who I really like, really, really smart guy. His name is Bernie, works for a Swiss bank. I've spoken to you guys about Bernie. The motherfucker is the best chartist in the world, right? After you and Rudo and all of us. Okay, so this is what he says to me yesterday. He says, stop hating on Litecoin. You heard it here first. I said, tell me why. He said, for the same reasons I was bullish 2 months ago. Litecoin is following the Ethereum path to T. This means that the performance is lagging and Ethereum is showing you the way. Litecoin will go up. 2, Litecoin versus Bitcoin chart was at the bottom. Risk reward, it was a no-brainer. History rhymes in crypto, and the cycle is very similar to 2017. And like you guys said it yourself, Litecoin and Link will probably most likely outperform in the next couple of weeks. All this is based on charts. I don't go into narratives. Okay, I just look at charts. What do you think?
I agree 100%. We've spoken about this a few times. I know you're not a massive fan, so that's why we keep it quiet. But Ron, so you've seen now the charts, and you're starting to get the understanding of that. Just have a look at this Litecoin chart.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get Charlie Lee on the show, and me and him are can't argue with the chart. I just can't argue with the chart.
That is absolutely mind-blowing on where this thing can go to Bitcoin. It is. We are literally catching the bottom of Litecoin. So this is one as well, which is big. The thing that we only have now is we've obviously taken off very quickly. So we're going to get a low pullback, and then we're going to start flipping some. Don't need to put a shit ton, but put some.
Next, you guys, I know what's going to happen. I know. Next, you guys are going to tell me that we need to buy Dogecoin because the chart is looking good.
No, the chart looks terrible with Dogecoin. Definitely don't buy that one. Yeah. This is the Doge one is this one upside down. That's completely wrong because that's what's going to happen on Doge. It's going to be a big tank. It's going to be, but it's getting money in the market. So let's bring money in the market. So there we just saw Litecoin to Bitcoin. Now let me shock you more. Look at Litecoin to Ethereum. Have a look at this, man.
I'm WhatsApping Charlie Lee now. I've got to get him on the show. Have to get him on the show. Nothing I can do. That's just
look at Litecoin to Ethereum. Just have a look at that. It is so undervalued. And you know what the thing is? To the USDT, it's so close to all-time high. So the road is getting printed for us, and it's starting to make sense. And that's the thing. The only difference is now, it's not a shit currency that we're trading to anymore. We're trading to real currencies, which means you always need to have an exit plan. And that's something we're always going to give you. So with the month of May, the guys that got into Chainlink yesterday, when you have made between 50 and 80% more Ethereum, take your Ethereum. Doesn't matter if it goes more, we will get a dip again. Take the Ethereum that you have made. Anywhere between 50 and 80% of the Ethereum that you make, take it. No matter what. Take it because now you're not playing with a play currency. You're playing with the real currencies. So make sure that you always have an exit strategy. We are just using this as a farming tool to make more of the real currency. So same with Litecoin. You know, to the BTC, it may have gone, but have a look at this to the Ethereum pair. This shows us clearly that we can have a strong push. And if we have a look here, just the percentage-wise on where this can take us, just to that top over there is 122% to Ethereum. Just to the little level.
I'm going to reserve judgment until Charlie Lee comes on the show. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I'll reserve judgment.
I agree with you.
He's going to come on the show, and then I'm going to decide whether or not I'm actually going to buy it.
Cool. No problem. Cool. So guys, a little portion. Just trust the sniper here. Don't go massive. Just a little portion Litecoin. We'll see as that goes. Okay. The next one, which hasn't, we're lucky. We're catching it still great. It's about to do what Link does. It's going to do it in this next week or so. We're going to get a strong explosion from DOT. Because DOT, you remember, they can't just allow DOT and Link to go crazy together. So what I love is I'm starting to form a pair between Link and DOT. And these are going to be our beautiful trading pair that we are going to use in this month of May. Because they are not going to run together. One is going to run. One's going to calm down. The next one's going to run. Calm down. The next one's going to run. They are going to run pumped together, but at different times, which is brilliant. So now we've seen already the Link explosion. Now it's time for the DOT explosion. So what did we see yesterday? We saw Link to Ethereum, big push up. We started to get strong momentum. DOT, that was its response. Now DOT is at such a key support level where This is an impulse. It's a strong wave down. So it doesn't say we're going to reverse from here, but it shows us that we are going to go test a resistance. Where are the nearest resistances? There we go. There we go. Now, the simple measurement from where we are now, and the exciting thing is this weekly RSI to the dot Ethereum pair has bottomed out. A weekly RSI stochastic. You don't understand the importance of that. But just to show,
this is not a short time frame trade. This is a weekly. This is like, I mean, you got to ape in basically.
yeah, and the thing is, we're going to still take it. Remember, I said we're going to always have an exit plan. The main thing is just to one resistance point from here will make us between 56 and 80% more Ethereum from dot where we are right now. That is only the first green candle that we have now received in that zone over there now. So this is such a key zone to know that I'm turning some Ethereum into dot with the exit plan to take my Ethereum back. So it's not like we're throwing away our main currencies. It's just we have a plan to come and get you back. Definitely. But I want to make more of you in that same time. So dot is the one that hasn't, Link has just popped and we'll get it on the thing. But dot is the one to know that putting that in is going to make you a tremendous amount of Ethereum. Now, if I have a look at the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, we're going to have a pullback from the Ethereum to BTC pair, which means that we are obviously going to be gaining very quickly to Ethereum because Ethereum is going to slow down a bit now. So you're going to make a lot of Ethereum in this point of view, and Bitcoin is going to overpower Ethereum for a bit. But sum it all down, you're making both currencies. So DOT is the one that's big for us to be getting in now to make Ethereum, which will make us Bitcoin in the month, which is good. So that's one we haven't missed just yet. That's good. Now, Litecoin, obviously, small portion. Now, the last one that I want to bring in today, because we're going to be focusing on this, guys. Why must I jump to the USDT and give USDT trades when we can ride the month away and make life-changing to money together?
Forget about USDT shitcoin.
Cool. So the simplicity of understanding, just take your Ethereum now. I have 10 Ethereum, okay? I'm going to sell the 5 Ethereum of them, and I'm going to buy DOT. When I sell that DOT, I want to have 8 DOT because that's 50% or 30% or 80%, whatever it is. Then you go buy it back. So we're always going to have an exit plan. So don't confuse yourself. Just calculate how much coins you have and how much you're going to buy back when we get to that level. Now, the next one that I want to show you guys is Bitcoin Cash. Because I still feel dollar-wise, it's starting to pump. But Brian, if we have a look at where we're even sitting on these charts, there's Bitcoin, okay? So now we've seen that to Bitcoin, it's starting to rally. Bitcoin's doing nothing. But the one that really excites me, where we got a big candle, is have a look at this Ethereum to Bitcoin Cash chart. You see how we slow down? We slow down, we're making higher lows, we are in building stage. Now, a little push from Bitcoin Cash to there is 140% over Ethereum. Go for it, Graham.
I would say Bitcoin Cash can get to $4,000 pretty quickly. I think it can go to $4,000 US very quickly.
I agree.
And my narrative is at its best, Bitcoin Cash was about 0.1 of a Bitcoin. And if you look at 0.1 of a Bitcoin, it's about $6,000, $5,500. The only thing for me, fundamentally, on Bitcoin Cash, I want to see more adoption. I I love the token, but not enough adoption for me. And by now, this is a coin that's been around for a while. This is a hard fork from 2017, 2018. This should have got much more adoption. So, yeah. So,
well, cool. Let's see as we go. Everything's in stages. So this is the last one I want to give you today. Is Bitcoin Cash is a good portion. I'm taking a little portion of my Ethereum, I'm bombing into Bitcoin Cash, and I'm exiting between 70 and 120%. I'm exiting and I'm buying back that. Even though we got a very long road, we will catch the dips as we go. But this is one. Look at that engulfing candle we've just received now. Today is a 20. What is it doing to Ethereum today? 19%. That is doing to Ethereum today. So it would make 19% more Ethereum just in today. And that's one little candle that we've just got from the bottom.
Sheldon, I must say, I've been in crypto for a long time. I've been here since 2015. And literally because of you, in the last 3 weeks, my entire mindset has changed. So instead of looking things against, I used to look at things against US dollar. I then started looking at them against Bitcoin. And now I'm starting to look at things against each other. So I'm playing this accumulation game, and it's when you can change your paradigm, and instead of using your base as USD, you start using your base as a stronger currency. It's like running in the Olympics. Instead of running against little junior school kids, you now set your mind to running against big athletes. And if you can beat those big athletes, then you're really the winner. And that's exactly what we're doing now. We're training ourselves. It's like training. We're training ourselves to beat the big athletes. So, and then when we look back at the small athletes, we're like, wow, guys, you guys are like miles behind us. And that's what's going to happen.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's that, you know, we've been taught to fear it and that. It's going to be a little bit scary in the beginning, but you change it, we change everything. And I think the last thing to categorize now, guys, we've had Bitcoin, we've got Ethereum. Now we have the chance to make both of those currencies. And what's next? Micro alts, smaller alts. So for those that are in the smaller cap coins, yes, they're not performing now or they're going quiet now, but their time is to come. Just be patient with them. You know, those are the smaller percentages of our portfolios, but their time is next.
Wait, everybody wait. Tranquilo, esperar. Just wait. It's coming. You're sitting on a bunch of pile of shitcoins. Don't sell them now. Just wait. Every dog has its day in the bull market. Even fleas have days in the bull market. So, yeah, that's what we're going to say.
That's it from me, buddy.
It says it's a record show. 15,000 people live. We fucking
awesome,
love
guys.
We love you guys. We will see you again, 10 a.m. EST. Sheldon, should we get Lee on at 10 a.m. EST? Because Lee's got lots of insights.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
The more the better. You know what I mean? We're a team. We're all in this together. Let's do it.
All right, my friends. Love you all madly. We will see you again, 10 a.m. EST. Until then, bring home the bacon.
Cheers, guys.
Crypto Banter is a social podcast for entertainment purposes only. All opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers should not be construed as financial advice. Views expressed by guests and hosts do not reflect the views of the station. Listeners are encouraged to do their own research.
15,000.